They say that up on Beacon Hill, where maggots crawl and bones lie still, the wretched ghost of Juan Corona roams. In penitence and anguish grim, an eyeless spectre harries him and guards the young girl's silent tomb, denies the ghost the young girl's tomb. He moves as smoke among the tombs, in acrid stench and blistered wounds. His raging, manic eyes, they glow as embers. His soul, it burns eternal fire. Time cannot suppress his ire. His blackened heart remembers. His savage heart remembers. Listen, you can hear him wail through copse of oak and moonstruck vale. The lyric of the heinous siren seeps. Does sorrow tinge that lonely cry? Do blood-red tears dare question why? Does he for love or treasure weep? For love or treasure does he weep? A pirate of the illest sort, on tempest sea and placid port, he'd lusted after gold and relished gore. Corona quenched his thirst with blood and gorged himself on captive love. He revelled in the glow and spoils of war. He preyed upon the innocence of war. The twins had come into his life the night he killed the man and wife. Oh, such joy he felt to slay and terrorize. The blade again he raised to kill. What power did arrest his will? What stayed his hand? The children's eyes. He spared them for their wondrous golden eyes. Teenage twins of raven hair, of golden eyes, and skin so fair, Corona claimed the children as his own. He bound the boy to servitude, the girl to sate desires crude, cut off from all the freedoms they had known, far from the love and family of their own. Alone were they inside his cabin, the young girl and the pirate captain, when he became aware of an aching loneliness. Her golden eyes, his head did swirl. He found he could not touch the girl, and wondered at the power she possessed. He loved her for the power she possessed. He reached into his chest of drawers, and from the darkness he brought forth a lovely little china doll, whose bright eyes shone as gold. The raven hair, the milky skin, the destiny he deemed within this lovely little china doll, his precious little china doll. Twin brother did but swab the deck, and all the captain's meals he fetched, but in his head a plan did hatch to save his sister's hand. Dress she as he, and he as she, and by deception set her free, to quit the cabin, climb the rail, jump the ship, and swim for land. Quit the cabin, climb the rail, jump the ship, and swim for land. The captain stood with hands on wheel, barking out his orders till the listing ship gained even keel and turned for open sea. The twins had sensed the time had come. The boy had to the cabin run. The girl had cut her raven hair, donned his cap, prepared to flee, wore his blouse and breeches too, donned his cap, prepared to flee. One last hug would, must suffice. She understood his sacrifice. They wept, but quickly. Then the girl abruptly turned to go. The boy, through heavy teardrops, saw a tiny little china doll tucked in her bag and wondered, though he would never know. He wondered at the china doll, though he would never know. She hid her face from gaze and gale and quickened to the ship's taffrail. The captain caught the movement from the corner of his eye. Did he detect a flash of gold? His precious little China doll. Juan Corona stormed the deck. The thieving boy must die. Corona aimed his pistol true. The cursed thief will die. The bullet struck her in the neck. She tumbled, lifeless, to the deck. Corona spied the China doll. He rushed to her, and there did find the shattered neck, the dim grey eyes. The pirate could but question why the boy had thought to take the doll and leave the girl behind. Why would the boy forsake his twin? Why leave the girl behind? He turned the body over then, and knew the girl had met her end. Her shattered neck, her dim grey eyes, her bloodied china skin. Corona cried in misery. He threw his pistol to the sea, and drew a breath of savagery that stoked the flames within. A wanton breath, drawn eagerly to stoke the flames within. The blazing wrath within him burned. He drew his knife and then he turned, vexed but for a moment when he found the boy in sister's guise. Corona, with his knife he lunged, the dagger's point he deftly plunged deep into the sockets of the twinling brother's golden eyes, and he saw her in the gleaming of the dying brother's golden eyes. The ghosts of love and china dolls came off to him within the walls of madness, where they taunted him and bled his withered soul. A frenzy there within him swirled, a mother's love, a broken girl, the golden eyes that haunted him and called him to the shoals. He set a course in stormy seas, westerly to Black Jim's Key, then stumbled to his quarters in the raucous wind and rain. From his coat he pulled a shard of china, jagged, sharp, and hard, then slashed the edge across his wrists amidst the hurricane, and he glimpsed the gleaming, golden eyes within the hurricane. They say that up on Beacon Hill, Corona roams the darkness still, in search of golden treasures lost, and love that still denies. And in the tomb as black as night, in darkest dark, there shines a light. A golden glow emerges from a shining pair of eyes. The darkness trembles meekly as two golden orbs arise.